Are not allowed to hurt themselves. Only officers are allowed to do that. Harris immediately punches Billy 4 times, followed by 2 downward elbow strikes and 4 more lateral elbow strikes before removing the seatbelt. A second officer appears behind Harris about halfway through the brutal assault, but does nothing.
Yeah. You all right? Billy, you all right?
When I was employed as a paramedic, we had several tools to determine whether a person is faking unconsciousness. Each tool is more aggressive than the last, and only the last one should use pain to assess how the patient reacts or doesn't. Typically, you would start with the least harmful and work up to the most, which is called the sternal rub. However, the sternal rub is effective enough with a single knuckle rubbed into the center of a person's chest against the bone. Without a doubt, this caused visible injuries and should be classified as cruel and unusual punishment. Officer Harris then slams the door on Billy's head, trapping his neck between the seat and the door, and drives away, speeding around curves to cause Billy to slide around in the back seat. Perhaps Mr. Harris was upset because the department's DARE program seemed to have failed this man. When comparing photos of Tucker from 2022 to 2024, it appears he is much larger than he was when he first went viral. Perhaps the methods used to gain bulk in such a short period of time added to his anger management issues. Regardless, the department posted to Facebook regarding this incident and said that they were informed of a complaint of serious nature that necessitated prompt action, and that after viewing the incident, it was determined that Officer Joseph Harris should be terminated, effective immediately. Not arrested, definitely not charged, but fortunately, unlike last time he appeared on the channel, not a paid vacation either. Of course, the other officer that failed to act is not mentioned. Billy Corum, on the other hand, was charged the very next day for his attempted escape, proving once again that there is a defined class system that the criminal courts operate.
Jonesboro police officer fired after he was caught on camera in his squad car beating an inmate. Meanwhile, Corum faces a third-degree escape charge for an incident that occurred prior to the events in the video. A judge set his bond at $25,000 cash only, and his next court date is September 27th. Mayor Harold Copenhaver released this statement saying, quote, "I've watched the video and I'm appalled because the officer's actions in that video are inexcusable. I'm upset and disappointed because we expect more from our officers. I fully support Chief Elliott's prompt action to terminate the officer."
Put your legs Indian style so you can stay sitting up.
This man do not bend at all.
Did you say he's got a rod in his leg?
It turns out that those officers entered the wrong info when they were identifying him.
You're still on.
Huh?
You're still on.
I told him already.
An officer admits he entered the wrong information.
Make sure you are who you say you are, because I messed up your date of birth. That was my fault.
Here's what the police chief had to say about that incident.
At the end of the day, this is what I tell people. Comply now and complain later. If you're on a stop or in a situation when you're dealing with the police, and you think it's inappropriate, comply with the officer, and then we have a complaint process.
After bonding out of jail, he was taken to NEA Baptist, where he was hospitalized for 3 days.
And in this case, despite the fact that there were multiple officers on scene, it appears that only one was punished, the lead officer. The department is ignoring the fact that all the other officers were there and failed to do anything to intervene, which is similar to this next incident. People all weekend have been emailing me about this one, telling me that it's the same Officer Harris from the first story presented. He now appears for his second and likely last appearance on the show. This is Billy Corum.
Corum was originally taken to St. Bernard's Medical Center Thursday after he said he swallowed drugs. Corum then reportedly left the hospital while he was awaiting transport to another state on felony escape charges. Officers later found Corum nearby and transported him back to the detention center.
During that transport, Billy begged officers to take him back to the hospital as he alleged that he had swallowed narcotics.
I swear to God on my daughter's life, I've got sitting inside of me and they're trying to send me back to the jail where they're going to let me die. I don't give a fuck. Well, I'm telling you. No, I'm saying I don't give a fuck what the hospital does.
Whatever. I don't know what else you want me to do.
As the officers start driving, Billy begs them to turn back.
Sir, will you please listen to me? I have got inside of me. Last night, I swallowed. It's in aluminum foil, wrapped up. It's in a baggie. It's in aluminum foil, individually wrapped up in aluminum foil. I swallowed it yesterday. Look, they x-rayed me last night. The x-ray, listen, please listen to me. The x-ray machine, the screen, I could see the screen when he did the x-ray.
The Alabama Law Enforcement Agency, but he previously worked for the Huntsville Police, a department that has since been completely dissolved after 6 members, including the police chief, were arrested. And here's our good pal D.A. Crocker to tell us what they were charged with.
The grand jury of Coleman County has recently returned multiple felony and misdemeanor indictments on 5 Huntsville police officers and 1 spouse of an officer. 2 counts of computer tampering, solicitation to commit a controlled substance crime, use of office for personal gain, and tampering with physical evidence. 2 counts of failure to report an ethics crime. 4 counts, unlawful distribution of a controlled substance.
Fuck the police!
2 counts, conspiracy to unlawfully distribute a controlled substance.
Fuck the police coming straight from the underground.
All charges are felonies, with the exception of tampering with physical evidence, which is a Class A misdemeanor.